Today on Laurice's Kitchen, I'm going to be making the quintessential American fried food, French fries. Now, in order to make a good French fry, there's a couple of things you need to do. One, all your French fries need to be exactly the same size. The easiest way to accomplish that is to use a mandolin with the French fry slicer setting. The other thing you need to do is be able to get the inside of your French fry cooked before the outside burns. And I'm going to show you a little trick on how to do that. Alright, you're going to need 5 pounds or close to 5 pounds of russet potatoes for this recipe. Now, you need to make sure that your russet potatoes are fairly evenly shaped. They should be round and long. If you have them oddly shaped, if they look sort of like kidneys, they're not going to cut into French fries very evenly. So that's the first thing. They also need to be peeled and cleaned. Now let's get to slicing. Okay, again, when you're doing this, either use the hand guard or this is a Kevlar glove. So we're going to just push these through. Slowly is fine. And each time we push it through, it's going to slice potatoes for us. Now it's easier to do it on the short side rather than on the long side. Alright, now that we're done cutting these, we need to make sure that we pick out the ones that are all the same size. We don't want the very end ones that are paper thin because those won't cook properly. So you need to go through. The vast majority of these will all be the same size. Okay, the trick that we're going to use on this is to put our French fries, our cut French fries, we're going to soak them not just in water, but in hot, salty water. And what that will do is soften up our French fries enough so that they'll be very bendy. And that way we only have to cook them one time. The inside will be nice and soft. When we put them into the hot oil, they'll cook from the outside in, but the inside will be done. Alright, let's just talk for a couple of seconds about equipment. First off, you're going to need a thermometer. Now I do like this digital one, it's easy to read. And the base and the actual thermometer are separate. So I can take this with me if I need to. It doesn't have to sit real close to the food. The other thing, we want to make sure that we are using a Dutch oven to fry our French fries in because you need about 2 inches worth of hot oil in there. And when you put your French fries in, it's going to bubble up, so we want to make sure we have something tall. We are also going to need a spider. This is what we get our French fries out with. You could use a slotted spoon, but this holds a lot more French fries. I've got just a half sheet pan that I've got some paper towels on. We're going to use this to dry the French fries before we cook them because we don't want to put wet French fries in the hot oil. And then to take our French fries out of the pan, I've just got another sheet pan with some paper towels and then a cooling rack turned upside down. Now I'm going to be seasoning these with seasoning salt because that's what I like to use in my French fries best. Now our target temperature for deep fat frying is 350 degrees. Now I like this thermometer because I have a target temperature and then what the actual temperature is. When it reaches 350 degrees, a little alarm will sound. Alright, after about a 20-minute soak in hot, salty water, this is how nice and soft these French fries have become. So they'll cook perfectly. Now, you want to get these out and let them dry probably about 20 or so degrees before you're ready to fry. What we're going to do is we'll put these in the hot oil. After these go down in the hot oil, we'll get another couple of handfuls out and get them on this to dry while the first batch is cooking. Time to make the French fries. Okay, careful. This is very hot, 350 degree oil, so we're going to slip them in. We are not going to drop them in. Whoa. Okay, and I'm going to go get some more potatoes. Okay, while these are cooking, we do need to move them around a little bit. We want to make sure that none of them are stuck together. This also lets you keep an eye on these. Now we want them to be brown. We don't want them to be overly brown. So we're just going to keep watching these until this stops bubbling so ferociously. Alright, these look to be about done. Want to make sure they have color, but we don't want them to get too much color or else they'll start to get hard. We want to get all of our French fries out, and while they are still hot, which means that they will still be greasy, we want to make sure we add our little bit of seasoning salt. Okay, On to the next batch of French fries. All right, in between every couple of batches of French fries, you want to make sure you change your paper towel that you're drying these with, otherwise it's just going to get too wet. All right, since these are French fries, of course I'm going to have my son taste with me. Crunchy, perfectly soft on the inside.
Very good.
Delicious.